G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video we're going to be going through 3 team builds that you could be rocking the newly EZA'd STR Hit and God Goku on. They look to be really solid, so pretty excited to test them out here. But first team we've got here, STR Sales. So we've got tournament participants / worldwide chaos. You will see I'm going with a full extreme theme here. This team isn't quite complete yet. We just need World Tournament to come around so we can EZA this Bojack. But yeah, once we get his EZA, this will be a pretty solid team, I think, here. So we've got the STR Cell, obviously Hit Goku, Physical, Golden Freezer, and 17. So they will be sort of our linking partner for the Hit and God Goku. We've got the Tech Super EZA Cell, AGL Transforming Cell, and then the Physical Bojack. So with this team, full extreme class team, so Bojack's going to be doing lots of good stuff on that front. Rotations, this is a bit dicey, but we will be going the STR Hit and God Goku as our slot 1 with the Physical Golden Freezer and 17. Yeah, as I said, bit risky, but in terms of going a full extreme team, I think that's going to work best. On the other rotation, you could either go, you could probably go with one of the STR cells, and then either the Tech or the HL transforming cell, whichever you prefer. Honestly, either of those would work. Next team, Physical Glorio. So accelerated battle team for if you don't have Hit. So we've got Glorio, STR Hit and Goku. We've got the Physical Pycon, because he's Battle of Wits. He falls under the leader skill for Glorio. Then we got the Physical Janemba, Int Gohan, and Tech Janemba. So rotation probably pretty clear. It's going to be the Janemba and STR Hit and Goku. They share 5 links together, which is a really nice combo. And then on the other rotation, it would be Physical Janemba with the Int Gohan. Those two just work really well together, considering we've got the amazing floating support of the 2 Glorios, and then Tech Janemba's also going to be providing that extreme class support as well. So again, another team that I think will work really well. But ideally, you want to be running God Goku and Hit with the Int Hit. That's where you're going to get a lot of your links active, and that's the team we're going to be taking in here. So we do fulfill our tournament participants aspect of Hit's leader skill here, or part of his passive, sorry, not his leader skill, because we do have the STR Goku and Gohan, as well as Hit and Goku. You know what? Let's do this. Let's start off testing out how his dodge goes in slot 1. So worth noting that we do only have Fierce Battle active here. The plan will be we'll put the Hit that gets floated off on that next rotation next to Hit and God Goku. So we do get tagged there. That does get us the additional attack stat. And we're starting off at an 18 million with just Fierce Battle. So not too shabby. Really, you're not going to be real crazy on wanting to use Hit and Goku as a slot 1, but I think in a pinch they could probably chop you out, especially when they are going to have type advantage. That's definitely going to help with their ability to take normals. They've got the dodge, they've got the damage reduction, so they do have quite a bit in their kit to sort of work with. So Kapow, that takes off quite a bit of damage there, and then we've got the Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we're floating off the Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The plan is definitely just to run him next to the Physical Super Saiyan 4s on that next rotation there. So Physical Super Saiyan 4s, we're going to get them as much key as possible, let them get off all of that stacking, and they're going to be the slot 1 for the, for that Super Saiyan GT rotation there. So we'll go bang and bang. The reason I'm floating the friend off is because he's not going to be able to get any supers, because I think this, actually, by not having the our links active here, the Physical Super Saiyan 4s have lost a lot of stats here. Both the Hits are going to have type disadvantage, so maybe we can get through this rotation with leaving without the finish, which would definitely work in our favour if we are able to get the dodges at the end there for the Int Hit, and then we can transform with him. That would be pretty fire. Remember, he does go to a 50% stack when you are into your sort of transform state or whatever you want to call it. So as I said, and we knew we were in for this, a kabillion supers for the Int Super Saiyan 4, Physical Super Saiyan 4, sorry. Cool, so that's that done. This is my hit. My hit is only 55%, so he's not going to put up the most crazy offensive numbers in the world, but this is going to be a number of super attacks, so that gets him closer to then being able to transform. Bang, we get the crit there. As I said, getting the like extending out this one more rotation would probably be ideal, but oh, true, and we can cancel. So starting off at 6.2, not much of a drop off here, even without Fierce Battle or whatever active. So cool. We don't want crits. We don't want crits because we want to get transformed and then use the int hit as our slot 1 on the other rotation. So there's a triple super. I will say that these stacks are definitely really valuable early on though. So compare, that cancels the action. Then we just get the normal. And that's still, oh, we didn't dodge it anyway. Lol. 2, yeah, and that leaves us 1 short. So that's definitely sucks. If we go to here, that's going to get us experienced fighters as well. So we'll do that, into that, into that. STR hit and Goku, obviously going to get the finish for us here. Again, they get tagged, double digits. So up to a 27 million. Dang, so once we get hit next to them, they are going to be putting up an interesting attack stat. So bang, that's that done. Now we go across here, and what can we do here? So we could leave you in slot 1 to then go like that. Dang, that didn't get me as much key as I was hoping for. Into that, into that. So we've got the group attack incoming. Physical Super Saiyan 4s, they got their guard. Hit's got the ability to dodge. Super Saiyan 3 Goku pouring out a 21 million with the guaranteed crit. Or the additional super would have been nice there. So dodge, double digits, and dodge. Perfect. Perfect. You can see massive increase in our attack stat here from getting those extra links active. Jumped up about 4 million. So bang. The issue is here because we didn't get the key. It did mean that we were not able to get the super effective, which would have helped us in a type of disadvantage phase. But anyways, we get the triple super. I don't know at what point I'll transform with the Super Saiyan 4s, but the handy thing is from next rotation we are going to be able to transform Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and with that we're going to get the 2-turn support active for Hit and Goku on that next rotation, so that's going to be really, really valuable. So bang. Wonder how many supers I should have checked, see how many supers that is for Hit, but we'd be getting very close without actually needing the dodges to get Hit's transformation off here. I think he requires 5 from the top of my head. I guess we do that into, yeah, dang. The what's McCordy here is definitely really annoying. The minus of key. Now, Hit and God Goku, they get the extra key from being in slot 1 or 2 anyway, so they're definitely dandy. Like, what do we? That gets us to an 18 million 12 key. So let's see how much damage. Can we get a crit or anything nice? And we do get an additional super, so 18 mil. I should have had to look. I'm actually not sure what my hidden potential build looks like for these guys. Get the triple super, so 19.8 milli. Not bad. I feel like when we clock these guys out next rotation, they're going to be putting up some pretty high attack stats. So Hit starts off with the normal, then we go into the super. So you can see the friend Hit at a 12.7 now. Again, just stacking away. The earlier you are able to transform into his next phase is obviously better, but still, at least we are still getting impact from the super attack effects on the base form. So up to 18 now. We've also got the handy thing with this team is like we're just floating Tech Vegito here, so we're going to have access to Vegito at some point. We can pop that active skill and just know that we're untouchable. There's additional stacks, so that's where those stacking of attack become impactful. Bang, unable to attack due to fear, and then nothing you can do there. So what we'll do is transform you with that. We'll grab that because then that should open up. Yep, perfect, like that. And then we may as well just use that to set up those STR key spheres just in case we don't get the finish here. Actually got 2 dodges there, which is pretty crazy. The super 800k, so not a really high super there. But remember, all of these supers are 12 are guaranteed crits, so I think we should get the finish here. We are, especially when we are getting off additional supers. Nice. And then this one will be like 13. Oh no, 10. Wow, that's lower. Oh, because the attack lowering affects all of the units on the rotation, because essentially they're all 1. Yeah, gotcha. But we get the finish there, which is great because that means we get our key back. And yeah, we're going to be able to transform the hits. So bang, we go through the Super Saiyan 4 Goku transformation, which is, as always, fire. Bang. Cool. And this is the first stage against DKP. I actually think I might do that. And then we can get, yeah, that's why. Because I thought there would be a super attack right up the front there. Then what we'll do is we'll grab that, into that, full HP. This team does also have almost 800k HP, which is pretty nutty. But there's that counter that we knew we were getting. So compare, you know what? Just have 14 million on the dome. Bang. 26 million with the crit. We got a number of rainbow key spheres. We got a ton of actual orbs, so that would have filled out Gogeta's passive fully, I think. Bang, 20 million on the crit. Hopefully we don't do. This would be interesting because if we may just leave Piccolo without any HP for us to work with on that next rotation, which will actually suck. It'll work against us, but there's the guaranteed crit there. We got the additional super 17 mil. The STR Goku and Gohan haven't done many supers though, so that is going to mean that they're 17 milli. That could definitely be a lot higher. Got the extra support, as I said, from Super Saiyan Gohan. We got all of that 2-turn support to double digits from the floor. Then we dodge. 200k. Oof. The friend's locked, which is certainly annoying, but what we can do is go like that into that. We'll save up. Yeah, we'll just save up that active skill. I think that's the right move. Save it up for later because I don't want to get the finish here with hit straight away. So yeah, awesome dodging. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you utilize units that rely on dodge. Definitely would have rather to have had the friend hidden slot one, but anyway, you got to see the crux of the video. I could have just popped the active skill and we would have been dandy there. But let me know your thoughts on the teams down below anyways. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. And hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.